Hello and welcome to On the Sofa with Simi, the brains behind Bellissimi Beauty. This is a safe space where I'll be sharing and discussing all things related to marriage, motherhood, makeup, and everything in between for women in their 20s, 30s, and 40s. So, if you don't already know me, I'm your host Simi. I have over 10 years of experience in the beauty industry, specifically in makeup, aesthetics, and microblading. In those 10 years, I've gone from traveling the world doing makeup and basically living the dream to almost giving up during the pandemic to then becoming a wife and a mum in my early 30s. I'm here to share all my knowledge, tips and tricks that I've learned along the way, just like the best friend you never knew you needed. So grab a cuppa, get cozy, and let's sit on this sofa and have a chat. And with that, let's get right into this week's episode. Okay, my socials have been popping off with requests on this episode. I've touched upon it a few times in general kind of posts or in passing or talking to clients, and it's about how I met my husband. And believe it or not, we met and we got married within 6 weeks. So this week, we are going to dive right into it. So picture this, it's summer of 2021. I am living my best life, got my hair extensions in. I'm out every weekend. It's post-lockdown life. Things have changed. I'm figuring out what the hell I'm doing because obviously I couldn't work for a while in the middle of lockdown. So I'm sat there and I was on Tinder, on Bumble, on Hinge, on all of them. Met some absolute cranks, as you do. And then I actually got banned from Tinder, funnily enough, because for some reason some guy thought I was a catfish. I don't know whether that's a compliment or an insult, really. But yeah, I thought I was a catfish, reported my account, and well, we hadn't met, so it's not like I was a catfish. It was more like, oh, you can't be real, I'm going to report you, something along those lines. I must have just messed around too much on Tinder, so I got blocked. So here I am in July of 2021. I'm in the process of opening up a premises in Manchester with a horrible human being. Anyway, enough of that. We'll talk about that another time. So I'm planning the opening. I pop up on Tinder on my cousin's account because, like I said, I was blocked. So I thought, oh, whatever. It was all her email address and whatever, but obviously my pictures. I'm swiping aimlessly as you do, and I come across a picture of Dan. Now, usually, I hate pictures of when it's guys and their friends because I'm like, which one are you? It's like playing Where's Wally, and I haven't got time for that. So I was like, well, which one is he? And then on his About Me, he had his Snapchat, and I hate that. It makes me want to die a little inside. So he's laughing here. But yes, I thought, what am I doing? Anyway, something in me just made me to swipe. I thought, oh, what the hell? Swiped right. And then obviously waited for him to message me because, you know, I'm old school like that. I'm not going to make the first move. So, Dan, take us back to that day on Tinder. What made you swipe right?
So, when I saw your profile, I thought your description was quite funny.
What was it? I can't even remember.
You said you said something about being banned from for.
Oh yeah, and wasn't it like get in my lane or get out of my way?
Yeah,
Didn't I have that? Yeah, that was my motto for a long time.
Yeah, I just love that confidence, and yeah, no, I just saw your profile.
The half naked pictures, probably.
Oh, amazing! No, just you had such a beautiful smile, and it's just a really genuine smile. And straight away, you caught me, and the first thing I thought was to send a very mediocre message.
No, what was it? It was something like Gary or Greg.
Yeah,
or
no,
or you catfish. Like,
yeah,
a bloke named Greg.
Yeah, literally.
Something like that, wasn't it?
Like, you're going to be some bloke called Greg, are you?
No, I know. Speaking of Greg's, I used to think sausage rolls. But anyway, so yeah, we got chatting, didn't we?
Yeah.
And so that was, I remember when we were looking back at the dates of our WhatsApp. So we swiped right, we matched with each other on the 15th of July of 2021.
Yeah.
And then our first date was that. So this must have been like a Monday or Tuesday because our first date technically wasn't really our first date, was it?
No.
We we'll get onto this in a minute, but we started obviously exchanging numbers again. I can't remember who instigated that. I think it was probably me.
Yeah, you instigated a lot of things.
Hey,
surprisingly.
Oh no, here I am. I don't make the first move. So that was it. And then, so as I said earlier, I was opening up a salon up here in Manchester. And I had an opening. So this time, and obviously I've told you this, I was kind of juggling you and some other guy, wasn't I?
Yeah, right? Yeah.
So whatever, not a nice guy, cool, didn't work out, but he was one of those guys that was very flaky, weren't really making plans, and I was a bit like, well, what's going on? So what I decided to do in my own little mind was I said, right, I'll invite them both to this opening, and whoever comes wins, basically, old school, knight in shining armour, battling for my affection, that kind of vibe. And then lo and behold, Dan turns up. So that was the first time we actually met.
Yeah, that was the first time. When I heard that was just absolutely hilarious. Mental, but absolutely lovely.
But, okay, to take us back to that day in July, obviously we're at this salon opening with she who shall not be named. And, okay, so you see me for the first time.
Yeah.
What were your thoughts?
No, I just I just saw you. Just instantly thought you were absolutely stunning, and nothing changed. I could just It's so funny picturing that day, isn't it?
It's very weird, doesn't it? It doesn't feel like it does. It's like you're watching like a movie. But I remember obviously you bought me a bottle of champagne, which was really sweet.
Yeah, like when we were there were loads of people supporting, and when you told me there was just sort of one family member.
Yeah, my grandma, she's always been my ride or die.
Amazing. And I was just like, damn, like what the hell? Like, you should have the whole world supporting you right now. And I thought to go out to get a bottle of champagne just
very sweet. I still got that bottle here actually on the cork. We've got it. And you also actually had plans that day, didn't you?
Yeah. I had some friends, who was my flatmates and all that. They wanted to meet up somewhere, and I kind of just fired it off. All I was really doing with you, I was sort of helping you around.
We were just chatting, weren't we?
Yeah, we're chatting.
Between, me socialising, whatever, and we were sat there sipping drinks.
Yeah.
Inside, weren't we, actually? Because everyone was outside, chatting to my ex-business partner, and we were just inside having a little natter and stuff, weren't we?
It was really relaxed, and it was from the way that we were sort of talking on Tinder.
Because we were chatting we were chatting on the phone, were we? Did we chat on the phone prior to meeting? I think
Okay. Very, very briefly.
Oh yeah, because I thought you were South African.
You saw us, I do sound a bit South African. Yeah, but no, everything from the way we were talking, from when we met, just nothing sort of changed.
Yeah, did it all feel like I was myself, you could be yourself, that kind of vibe?
Yeah.
Okay,
and I think that's one thing I loved. Like, you really enabled me to sort of be myself, and we'll get
even though you had that stupid flat cap on.
Oh, that's the best. I miss it so much. It's gone missing.
I don't know where it is. I have not touched it. I actually don't know where it is.
She's hidden it.
That's going to sound really loud on the microphone now. Right. Okay, fine. So fast forward from that. So that was a Sunday, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then we had our first date, which was a disaster.
That was a disaster.
That was on the following. It was supposed to be. I'm sure it was supposed to be the Saturday, but we both got really excited. I want to say both me, and I was like, "Let's bring it forward." Yeah. Do you remember? Because you used to work Monday to Thursdays.
Yes. Yeah.
So we thought Thursday night, and let's just.
Oh my gosh, I remember.
Let's just do that way.
Yeah, I really remember that day.
And you booked it though. That was another thing as well.
I booked it off.
No, like you booked the restaurant.
Yeah.
So a lot of guys, it'd be like, oh yeah, cool, yeah, whatever you want, yeah, do whatever. And you were like, where do you want to go? Where's good? And you took the initiative to book it. So again, for me, and that was another thing. When we were, I'll say, first dating, it was like about 3 weeks of worth of dating before we got engaged. But anyway, when we were dating in the early stages, you used to, when you say you do something, you would, and that for me was like mind blowing because.
That's crazy.
Simi, I'd call you. I'm going to call you at 7. You'd call me at 7, or if it was like 5 minutes past 7, so sorry, I'm running late. Do you know what I mean? I wasn't just left there hanging. Made plans. You'd follow through, and I think for me that was totally new, and it sounds very sad now.
It is, yeah.
Because that was the caliber of men I guess I was dealing with.
It's sad, really sad too.
Yeah, and I can't even imagine how much worse it's got now. Like 3 years later.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're getting ready for our date. I'm, like I say, living my hot girl summer. I got my hair done for the date, got my makeup, got a new outfit, went all out. It's Thursday, and it was like the hottest day ever.
Oh God,
wasn't it? It was ridiculous.
It was,
And I remember ordering an Uber, and my Uber was going to be late, so I was stressing about that. But You were also going to be late.
Yeah, no.
And what were you saying? You sent me pictures of you being in a meeting. I was like, here we go. What excuse is this?
So I was working as a talent scout for this music company, and everything was done over sort of Zoom.
Yeah.
And this meeting was just held on for so long. And I was just panicking. I was like, "Oh my god, I'm going to be late for this date and all that."
Pictures, and I was like, "Oh, it's just a lame excuse." I was like, "He's just like the rest," and knew it's too good to be true.
No, like when I had to get ready straight after, and I ran into the door. I was running all over. Like honestly, I was running all over the house. I remember this. I almost fell down the stairs. And then
still probably wouldn't have believed you. Oh, good excuse.
And then I was trying to get the Uber. None of the Ubers were sort of responding. So I literally started to run to the location.
Because we actually, going back to it, my location on Tinder was set to 1 mile because I could not be arsed travelling anywhere that took me any effort because of all of these douchebags that I was dealing with. So I thought, screw this, 1 mile, easy done.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's another thing when we were first chatting. We were all about, I mean, I said it, I just want to look at someone on the evenings.
That's exactly what we said.
But that came out totally wrong. I didn't mean I wanted a booty call. I meant I was busy doing my thing, working, travelling, whatever. And it was just nice to have a bit of company, but no kind of pressure.
Yeah.
And here we are, married with a kid.
Yeah, I mean I think that's like the biggest thing though. How I've seen you sort of I loved you like.
Wait, hold on. We're going to get to that.
Okay,
We're getting back to our date.
Yeah, going back to the date.
Like I said, awful. So I was late.
Yeah.
You actually managed to make it on time.
Yeah, always.
So I don't know how. So yeah, you're sat there, and I saw you, and I thought, you said you saw me get out of the car or something.
Yeah, I saw you get out.
Yeah, because we were it was like an outdoor bit where we were sat, and you were just fuming. We were sat basically right next to the, where the waiters and waitresses kind of have their little
reception desk thing. Yeah. I like a bit of privacy. And that.
So we sat there, munching our food, and then it starts pouring down. And then we had a gap in the gazebo or the tent, whatever they put out over the tables, and it was leaking into your chicken wings or something.
Yeah, I mean that was
very upsetting.
I almost cancelled the date.
Yeah, no, I wasn't traumatized. Soggy chicken wings. But then I remember getting drunk. That's about it. But I remember for me, sadly, because of my past experiences, I always assume that the guy is after something or has an agenda, or I must do something to, make them feel like they're getting something out, spending time with me. And it doesn't have to be sexual, don't get me wrong. But I remember thinking, oh God, I need to have a drink or something. I need to loosen up, make myself sound more fun or be more fun, I guess. Yeah. So we ended up getting pretty drunk, didn't we?
Always, yeah.
Yeah, we were pretty drunk because I was thinking this date was just awful. There was something missing, wasn't there?
There was a slight awkwardness. For me, it was the situation. I didn't feel like I could speak about the stuff I wanted to or be myself really, because there were people standing
it was
right.
It was very closely compact, wasn't it? Really, really, we're in each other's face, literally.
There was people the waiters and waitresses and all that, literally feet away from us.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
It's just I just couldn't talk about anything, and then it just I was surprised about your next sort of.
Yeah, well, I think I was just awkward. I don't know why. Maybe I wasn't feeling it, and I'm not sure why. I still to this day can't remember why.
Yeah.
But I think maybe in my head had automatically assumed, oh, he's going to be after one thing, and that's it. He'll do one. So I automatically maybe put my guards up.
Yeah.
So yeah, we get drunk. I get drunk, and I do the most responsible thing ever, which is invite you back to my home, because that's always a good thing to do. But that's drunks to me,
And I was just shocked. I was like, I didn't even know how.
But remember, again, I remember, and if any family members are listening to this, I apologise. But I remember saying to you, whether it was on that date or whether I said I invited you over, I said, by the way, I'm on my period, so nothing happened. And you were like, cool. Rather than, all right, see you later, I'm off. Because I thought that's what you'd do. So for me, that was like, wow, okay, he's not after anything here. He genuinely maybe wants to spend time with me. So I think we walked back to mine, didn't we?
We walked back to yours, and that was it. I really sort of, I didn't want us to just stop there. I was like, there's so much more to this, and I wanted to make, I wanted to really see what because I was like,
because there's something there, wasn't there? We were trying to figure out what it was and how to get it out of there.
Exactly, there was a slight little disconnect on that moment, and I was like, all right, no, this does not represent
The whole, yeah. We could have think about it so many times where things could have gone wrong, things were going against us, but we thought, all right, but we didn't. We stuck it through.
Yeah, I mean, you weren't going to swipe on me, like, there was a lot of like sort of like things, sort of that could have stopped us, and I just wanted to get to sort of know you more and sort of get to know you more in person.
Yeah.
I didn't care about all that other stuff that you expected.
Yeah,
I would, and all that. And no, it was just so different when we got to yours.
Yeah, we got back here. Well, it's now ours, but yeah, we got back here. I think we got some more booze. And, I think that was the Thursday evening. You didn't leave till like Sunday night.
Oh yeah, no, we had like, that was the crazy thing. We
spent the whole weekend in bed, but not in that way. We were just talking and talking.
Yeah.
Like I can't even remember, like just everything and anything, didn't we? And I remember that day when you left because you had to get back to work, and you walked home, and I was watching you leave out the window like a little creep with a little backpack on,
binoculars. Like,
I really felt like I was like, oh my god, I miss him.
Like,
wow, like I feel really sad that he's gone. Like for that moment for me, and I was like, okay, this is different, and that's what was terrifying to me.
Yeah,
because I never felt like that way before, and it was terrifying that, oh my god, what if he doesn't feel the same? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I felt so, because I think by that point, obviously my guards had come down a bit, and I was like, cool, letting you in, whatever. And then it was like, oh my god, what if he just does one and never, even that moment of you walking home, will he text me back when he's got home? Now that he's left, will he even get in touch with me? Will he block me? That's happened to me before.
Bless you, honestly, I can't, lads, sort it out.
No, you've got to be grateful to them because he won't be here right now.
Oh no, 100%. No, I appreciate that. Yeah, thank you.
But sorry, go on. So you'd gone home. How did you feel when you got home then?
Do you know what? Like, when I was with you, it was just such an incredible connection. I haven't felt anything like it. And when I was walking home, I felt good. I just felt like I just wanted to be sort of with you. I was, but when I got home, I was just having my flatmates and everything like that. And I was just thinking about you. I text you straight away. Like,
I know, but they were taking the piss out of, obviously.
No, I mean,
whatever. Not in a bad way. But...
No, like, so they saw sort of like your Range Rover at one point, and they saw that you're opening a business and all that. And they were joking about saying that I was gold digger or something.
Oh yeah, I mean sugar mama.
Or something. But like, no, to me,
you never saw that, did you?
No. I'm not materialistic. I don't care about all that stuff. And like, what I saw was ambition and drive. Like,
I think that's what we really connected with each other as well.
Yeah,
because you weren't just an average 25-year-old. Obviously, when you're 25, then I was early 30s. Got myself a toy boy, everybody. And we connected on a level that was just more than, oh hey, what are you into? Oh, what TV shows do you watch? Even though we did obviously love The Office.
Oh god, but you got me into that.
Yeah, we there was something more there, something greater between us that kind of transcended just normal every day-to-day stuff, which we thought, wow, we could really be something together.
Exactly. No, powerful. I mean, those 3 days that sort of I stayed with you, we went through everything. We went through.
I think we even talked about marriage, didn't we? Talk about kids.
No, so we didn't talk about that.
No, I didn't mean with each other. I mean, just in general, like, when I get married, I'd love to do this, or I would love my husband or my wife to be like this, and my children. We talked about that kind of stuff.
We went through everything. Like, we said all the worst things about ourselves, like, and we literally just put ourselves like out there, like fully vulnerable.
It's very true,
fully, and
I think as well, because at that point neither one of us left. Obviously I couldn't because it was my home at the time. But, we were both like,
please leave.
We were both just like, cool, I'm here for it, tell me more. Like,
like, it was there was so, we matched with so many things, and I think the most important thing was I found out our foundations completely.
And you always say that our values match, and I think morals. You always talk about that and how you could have totally different interests, but your morals, if they're the same, you're sorted.
I genuinely think, and our marriage is a complete testament to that. As long as your foundations match.
Well, when you say foundations, what do you mean?
I mean your morals.
Yeah,
I mean your moral compass. I mean sort of
beliefs,
your beliefs, sort
your
of like
values.
your values, they're really important things. Like everything else, your hobbies, what you do, that, it matters because of it's important to you,
Of course.
but it's not important to who you are and all that. And that's
absolutely.
led by these core foundations that
And
have
also
been built.
then who you're going to potentially raise a child with.
Exactly.
Because if you don't believe in the simple values, or you agree on your own moral compass, then how are you going to raise a child? Like if you've got two conflicting beliefs,
exactly,
it doesn't make any sense.
And I've always had a saying, a compromise should not feel like a compromise.
Yeah, and that's true with us. It never did. We never really had to compromise. Obviously, we don't now. Children and things like that, which we get into in the future. If anyone is interested, obviously we can do a little series on this, maybe, because we're only still at the early dating side. Right?
Yeah,
Let's
absolutely,
rewind it back. Yeah. So, first date ended up about 3 to 4 days, didn't it? And then we kind of started. Did we see each other? Maybe we chatted every day. You obviously work. I was kind of working. Yeah. We saw each other weekends. I believe you used to come over on a Thursday, didn't you?
Yeah, I used to. Because I was doing with the talent scouting. I was a little intern. I was a little intern, and I'd finish every Thursday. And like even when I was working, the only thing I was just looking forward to that Thursday.
But then it's funny because you say, when I'm at work, I'm so focused. Like I didn't want ex-girlfriends, whatever. I'd be like, leave me alone. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm doing uni work. I'm doing actual work. But with me, you actually look forward to talking to me. Took time out of your day to actually text me.
Oh my gosh,
hours or whatever.
It was absolutely surreal. I think that was another sort of sign. I was talking to multiple people because I was living that single life.
Yeah, hashtag
yes. And I just noticed myself just drifting. Like I was, each day I spoke to them less, mm-hmm. and you more, mm-hmm. and it just got to a point with all the other sort of girls where I just sort of messaged them, being like, look, I just want to be completely honest with you. There's someone I'm really interested in, and I don't want to mess you about.
Mm-hmm. Which a lot of girls would appreciate. And if I'm looking at a single girl Simi, I'm like, wow, thanks, mate. Do you know what I mean? You just ghost me.
Well, no, I mean, that's the thing. I used to have a bad past of, I used to be quite bad like that.
You can say
but I turned around. Like, I really turned around after I saw how I was affecting sort of women, these women and all that. And, I think that was the biggest thing for my growth. Mm-hmm. And sort of, if I didn't go through that humbling experience,
but as women out there, whoever's listening, we're gonna be like, wow, what a guy! Like, and because obviously I know we're digressing a bit, but you did that as well in your past, didn't you?
So in my past, I went through a couple of toxic.
You can say fuckboy
relationship. Are we allowed to swear?
Yes, you can swear.
I was a fuckboy, and what ended up happening was it wasn't who I was. I was going completely against who I was. Out of spite,
values and morals.
Yeah, I went
to fit in.
Exactly. That was it. I was completely going against who I was out of spite of what had happened to me in a previous relationship. I had to guard up and all that, and with these women, bless them. I was ghosting them. I chat to them, sleep with them, and end up sort of like
basically every other guy that I knew.
Yeah. I was a dick. Mm-hmm. And what actually ended up happening was I kind of just went for this moment of like, what am I actually doing? Like, what is this actually making them feel like? Because I hadn't had it.
If you switch to the other side of that, for example, me with these other guys, you think there's something wrong with you. As a girl, you think, God, what did I do wrong? If I'd have done this, or if I hadn't done that, maybe he'd still be here. And those were the feelings I had with you at the beginning. Yeah. So you can see that we saw it from both perspectives.
It's, I mean, that's completely it. And, I kind of just sort of realized, what is this actually doing to them? And I just went to a point of like messaging back to every single one that I could, every woman that I could, who, I'd ghosted or whatever, and just broke off, detached out of nowhere, bless him. I sort of just wanted to give them closure. I sort of just messaged them all individually, saying, I just want to say I was a complete coward, and I just want to give you closure. Like, at the end of the day, who am I to make you question your self-worth? And that is what I've done
All girls out
from
there clapping
action.
for you right now. I can hear them. I can hear the round of
No,
applause.
but I mean, I'm not going to lie to you, to all you sort of like women out there. It's never you. It's purely cowardness from the guy. Like, and as obvious as that is saying, but it is not you.
2020, yeah. But the time when you're in it, or it's a repeat behavior that you seem to attract, and you attract the same kind of guys. At some point, you start thinking, "Oh my god, it must be me." Like, how can every single guy I attract be like this? Like, it must be me.
It's not. It's cowardness. It's pure cowardness, and there's a lot of red flags that you've got to look out for.
Definitely.
For sort of, I'm going to call them boys.
Yeah,
like that. Not men. Yeah. They're not men. Like,
and age has nothing to do with it, because, like I say, you were 25 at the time.
There's people in their 40s.
Maturity, yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, there's men. There's boys in their 40s.
It's very true.
Doing that and all that, and it's you've just got to find someone who's actually emotionally secure to just actually be vulnerable,
or do the work to be
oh my gosh, yeah.
Even if they can't for whatever reason, they're willing to work with you to get there.
Yeah, a massive thing is deflection, like any sort of sign of gaslighting or anything like that.
Projection as well.
Projection. Oh gosh, projection of insecurity.
Yeah.
There's so many signs. I mean, we could go into that sort of different conversation.
So let's bring it back into okay. So we're kind of dating, and then on our second date, we went and got matching tattoos, didn't we? Yeah, as you do.
Sorry, Mum.
Yeah. So, but we got a B, because you used to call me B all the time.
Yeah.
And I got a B, like a bumblebee, but you got the Manchester B, because
I got the Manchester B.
You'd only recently moved to Manchester. Like, was it just post COVID?
Yeah. So this was during COVID, and this B sort of, to me, resembled like you, and sort of like everything, like Manchester sort of being the place where sort of my life sort of changed.
Yeah, obviously you got your dream career then.
Yeah. I was dream career. I found this absolutely incredible person, because this point, we didn't know we wanted to be with each other. We actually thought we were just going to be spontaneous best friends.
We were like good. That's the thing. We have a really solid friendship too,
which
I think is so important. Which again, we can get into, and get into all the ins and outs of that. But we were like friends. Like, it was never, it wasn't like, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but it wasn't just lust and sex and all that all the time. We had other things to do and talk about.
Yeah, exactly.
That was a bonus, obviously.
Yeah.
But we could sit there and talk and laugh with each other and joke with each other like so much. So we get the matching tattoos, and then that was towards the end of July. And then I remember we had a bit of a just volcano erupt from your ex-girlfriend.
Oh, yeah.
Psycho. Again, I'm not going to dwell more than 20 seconds on her, because she doesn't deserve it. But she started attacking my business, calling me, harassing me. She told Dan she was pregnant.
Yeah.
She was saying all sorts of horrible stuff about me and my family. God, just really bizarre. The typical, you broke up with me. Oh, well, I'm pregnant. That whole story.
Yeah, it's really messed
anyway.
Up. Really messed
so
up.
That was really testing us. And obviously I stuck through it.
Appreciate you for doing that.
That's that again. If it was anyone else, I would have been like, get lost, take your shit with you. Like, I'm not here for that.
Baggage,
but
baggage.
It wasn't baggage. It could have been baggage had she really been pregnant and all that and whatever. And I don't know how those women out there deal with that kind of situation, if it was true. But it just shows how nasty she was.
She was building on building on a trauma, previous situation.
Yeah, I mean, if you want me to, do you want me to mention that?
We'll do it on a future episode.
Fine. We can touch on that. But she's using Dan's trauma against him, basically, which again just shows the kind of person that she is.
She attacked you.
Fine.
So
anyway, she's horrible. Blah blah blah. That came and gone. Went. So that was a couple of weeks in together. It was heavy. It was hard. It was heavy. And we actually had our friend's wedding. My friend's wedding, and that was early August. Did we decide we wanted to get married before then, or was it that day? I remember we talked about marriage, hadn't we? And no, what happened was, that was it. No. So when this shit was happening with your ex, I was like, do you know what? I think I said, let's just get married or something. I sent you a text, didn't I? I'm sick of this shit.
You sent me a message.
We still have all these messages, by the way, on WhatsApp. It'd be interesting to go through them at some point. We don't have our Tinder accounts anymore, because I think we deleted them pretty quickly. But I'm so annoyed, because I would have loved to
go back and see what
was like.
Yeah.
But anyway, we talked about getting married. Like, we'll get married. And then I think what really was the catalyst was my friend's wedding, and you weren't very well. And then we decided then we're going to get married. And that was a kind of, we're going to get married now.
Yeah.
That was a kind of one of those moments. And obviously with the council, I don't know if it's just Manchester or all councils, you need to give notice for 4 weeks.
Yeah.
So we would have got married. I think we gave notice on the 14th of August.
Yeah.
So the earliest day we could get married was the 14th of September. And we had that date booked in. But then I told my family, and then there was all sorts of drama again.
I love you all.
Yeah, they all love the kids now. But there was all that drama about, you don't know this guy. He's here after your money. He's younger. He's here to mess you around. He's going to get you pregnant and run away. Blah blah blah. Again, we can get all into that at some point.
Yeah.
But that takes us to mid-August, and we already knew we were going to get married, and then we went ring shopping.
we did this, so I mean, backwards. This is who we are. We are super unconventional people. We do everything.
Our own little traditions.
Exactly. We do everything the way that we do them, and that's the way, and I think this difficult thing when people giving us advice and all this stuff, because
no one's been in our situation.
But throughout our life, I think I can vouch for you as well. No one's been able. Exactly, and that's just the way we work. But sorry, carry on.
No, I was saying, so we got our rings. There was a hoo-ha with the rings, wrong size, wrong shape, blah blah blah. That all drama. Obviously, my family weren't happy, and we got the date secured for the 24th of September instead. 24th September 2021. I think obviously prior to that we went to Wales to meet Dan's family. Bless them. Yeah. They gave us the blessing straight away. Dan then proposed to me there, and I was like, wait, we were there for the weekend. I was like, when are you going to propose? When are you going to propose? It's Saturday now. Well, it's Saturday night now. Sunday now. Oh, no. Sunday evening now.
She kept ruining all the spots.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, I bet you're going to do it up here. I bet you're going to do it in restaurants. I was like, right, well, I'm not.
So we ended up doing it in the bedroom, not in his house in New Maris. No, it sounds like a beautiful, like its own little mini flat, looking over to the sea.
Yeah, doors
or French door. Anyway, it was French beautiful. Doors. So we did it there, and it was just absolutely amazing. It was perfect,
It's from a gift from a mom.
Yeah, they sent us. They gave us a lovely wedding gift. It was just beautiful all round. And then the following week, we got married.
Yeah,
literally, didn't we?
It was just like.
And as they say, the rest is history.
Yeah.
So, I think we should wrap it up with that, because
we can
go into more.
God, there's a lot of stuff we can.
Yeah, we can talk about what happened post-wedding, the first year of marriage, Taryn, because we got pregnant 4 months after getting married.
We did things very.
Yes, we can talk about that in another episode, maybe. But thank you so much for being on the sofa with me, Dan, even though this is half your sofa.
Thank you very much for having me on our sofa.
Well, as always. To my amazing listeners, thank you so much for joining me on my sofa. I really, really enjoyed this chat. I hope you did too. Any questions, any comments? My DMs are always open. And have an amazing, amazing week. You may not hear from me next week because I'll be somewhere in the Mediterranean on a cruise. So I doubt I'll get an episode out. If I do, you'll be the first to hear of it. But anyway, take care, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.